Let me unmute. What is up, you heathens and demons, you sinners and saints, you blasphemous, beautiful people? Welcome back to The Rage. This is an episode of Horse and Bear. John is here. We're going to have some fun today, but first I need to kind of inform you guys, inform the audience, inform anybody watching on the playback what's going on with me. Right now we are streaming side by side with Dragnot Silvis, something that I don't like to do. But I wanted to go as early as I could today because I need to get some rest and I've got a lot of stuff to do. So Sunday at work, as I was at work, I developed some COVID symptoms and I was sent home with COVID symptoms. Yesterday I felt considerably worse, and today I feel considerably worse than I did yesterday. I was hoping to get it tested yesterday, and I was told that I would know within 24 hours. But we are spiking here in my town, so there are a lot of tests being done. I couldn't get my test until this morning, and they're telling me I won't get my results for 2 to 4 days. So I won't know what I have, but I have something, and I'm fairly certain from the symptoms that I have COVID-19. I'm fairly certain that my daughter probably has it as well. She has shown a couple symptoms as well. So very scary times, but we're gonna try to pull through it, and hopefully it's just a change of the weather here in Michigan, and it's just a natural really bad cold that I've got. But the show must go on. I'm going to try to stream as much as I can. I'm off of work now, so I've got a lot of stuff to do to try to make sure I can maintain my livelihood while I'm off of work to get through this. So I'll be doing that today, but I'm going to try to stream. We'll definitely be having our open room tomorrow night, and John will be here. So, it should be a nice long room like usual. I have up and downs, so I've felt pretty shitty this morning. I felt better and told John that I was going to stream, and then now I'm starting to feel like shit again. But we're going to have fun because it's Will Kincaid. He's talking a lot of shit, and like usual, so we're going to be checking that out. But John Peterson is here. What's up, John Peterson?
Well, I mean, it's kind of interesting. It's spiking in your area, and now you and possibly your daughter have it. But, if you listen to Trump, it's pretty much over,
Yeah, it's pretty much over.
And it's funny. He puts these little videos out. He stepped outside the hospital to wave to his fans, and then in the one little message he put out, you can see he's having trouble breathing. I mean, you can just clearly see that he's not well yet. And
go ahead.
No, I was going to say the only reason he's on his feet as much as he is because of the steroids and the drugs they get.
Well, yeah, you could see like his little dictator moment from the balcony yesterday. Like he was clearly struggling for breath. And I thought like if you were looking for it, you could definitely see it. So I didn't think it was a good moment for him, even though he was trying to have that dictator, I have conquered COVID moment. When we all know he hasn't yet, and there's a very good chance he's going to be right back into the hospital because he rushed himself out of there. But yeah, go ahead, John. If you, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, no, and I have to inform you, I just timed Smokey out. I know you say not to do that, but he just said, and I quote, Nathan Artwork, should I also pray for the child you slaughtered? Smokey, go fuck right off, man.
Oh yeah, and that
Cool. You might be cool with Knock, but you ain't cool with me. Fuck you.
that's pretty messed up. Pretty messed up, Smokey.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Smokey was just calling me obese over on this one guy's channel because I'm 6'5", 270. He says that by his calculations, that's obese. Even though I was in the side chat trying to tell him, you know, my doctor tells me I'm not obese, that I'm heavy, and that I will be obese, and I will start to have some. I need to start losing weight, and I have. I've talked about it. I've lost 20 pounds. I've kind of hit a stall in that. I do expect if I have COVID, I'll probably be losing some weight real fast. So I'll be on that COVID diet. But I mean, it's just, you know, like, you know, Smokey has to be right. Just and kind of fuck what Knox doctor tells him. You know, by my calculations, you're obese. Although I'm not obese. I am heavy. I do have a bit of a liquor gut from when I was drinking that has been really hard to sit up my way out of. You know, I think I need to try some different sit-ups. But I'm getting healthier, and I've spoken about that over the last couple months. And I could very well be on that COVID-19 diet now. So young Knock could be here sooner than you, or Slim Knock could be back sooner than I thought he would be.
I mean, my suggestion to you, Smokey, is to go to the sports goods store, pick up that baseball bat, and stop by and see how obese Knock is.
Yeah. I mean, and it's all in good fun. Smokey, that is a really shitty comment, though. Like, don't make fun of people. Don't talk about people's life decisions that you don't know anything about. Let's keep it somewhat respectful. Be your insulting self, but let's leave people's children out of it, and you have a hard time doing that.
Well, and he's intimating by that shitty comment that you know that it was like some cavalier decision. You know,
yeah, as if he could understand the decision and the thought processes and the heartache that was involved in any decision like that.
Would that Smokey's mother had exercised her right to choose.
Yeah, and I mean, I would say it's called for. I mean, John knows that I don't want Smokey being timed out. So if John's going to time you out, Smokey, you deserve it. But all right, so we're going to get right into this. So I guess what had happened was that Will Kincaid doesn't like Leo's approach. In part of an open room that we had, that Leo just spanked Otangelo. But Will Kincaid really doesn't like the fact that the rest of the people in the room, who he claims doesn't know anything about what Leo is saying, has no ability to comprehend what Leo is saying. Well, because we were complimenting Leo on what he had just done to Otangelo, that was hilarious, and that's his critique. So I found it funny. There's a part of it that I don't find funny because, you know, J-Dubs has to be J-Dubs, you know. So yeah. Will's in the chat. I told him I'd be doing this. He asked if I was going to be streaming. I didn't stream yesterday because I felt like shit. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to be streaming, and I'm going to be streaming about you, my man. So, John, what do you remember? I know you have to remember this because I said I was going to break it out and put it on its own. And here we are. It is on its own, but we're looking at it in a stream.
Yeah. I mean, I did not see any of Will's stream, so I can't wait to see it because, you know, you've described it to me. I just can't help but wonder how much of what Leo was saying that Will understands.
Well, yeah, and we'll get into that, and I'm gonna throw out some conjecture once we get there, because my experience with Will Kincaid is he's a fucking moron and doesn't understand much and doesn't even understand how to have a serious conversation. But that's my opinion of Will, and he knows this is my opinion of him. But I'll let you give your opinion of Will since he's going to be so freely giving his opinion of us, John. And then what I'm going to do is I've got 5 minutes and 10 seconds cut out of this. So I'm going to play that uninterrupted. I'm going to put it on full screen, play it uninterrupted. And then me and you can give some commentary, just a little bit about what had happened on the stream. And then we'll go into Will's critique.
Yeah. I mean, well, I fuck with Will. I just talked to him on the phone as recently as a week ago. But yeah, sometimes I have a hard time taking Will because I don't know. He just doesn't seem to take conversations very seriously.
Yeah, he comes to troll. I enjoy it. And Will knows that I enjoy it, but I only enjoy it for like short periods of time, and then it gets old. And then I'm like, I want to have the conversation. At first, it's like I'm laughing my ass off, and then it's like, Will, shut the fuck up. All right, so uninterrupted, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Let's look at the chat real quick before we get into this. Nathan Artwork is here. Triggering Smokey Saint just by his existence. I love that, my man. You're doing right if you're doing that. Smokey Saint is here. What's up, Smokey? I saw you talking your shit. I think you might be a little mad that we're not talking about you. Haven't been talking about you as much, but don't worry. You're a lolcow. I will be getting back to that ass. Wooly Ignorant is here. What's up, Wooly? Spooky Bed Hair. What's up, Spooky? Tog is here. What's up? Dr. Josh, my man, my friend Dr. Josh is here, listening in, hopefully not with your speakers on. But, I mean, Dr. Josh knows us well enough to know not to have his speakers on if he's at work, right?
Hey, Will, I think maybe you should look into what commentary is.
Yeah. John always adds his 2 cents. Damn it, John, why do you always talk?
I don't know. Much. I mean, I'm Mr. Ed.
Korag is here. Grumpy old dude. What is up, God? God took filled in for me today on the Daily Atheist Morning Show because I had my doctor's appointment to go get the COVID test and did a great job. So what's up, God? Who else do we got here? Will Kincaid, man of the hour, is here. Agnostic Pagan Mom, great supporter of the show. James Henry is here. Brian Stevens, what's up, Brian? Mr. Molthraj, hopefully I pronounced that right. I don't know who is dumber. Where did that go? Oh, I lost it. I scrolled on it right when I was starting to read it. I'm sick, guys. I'm sick. Country Boy is here. What's up, everybody? This is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to play this uninterrupted, John. We'll let the audience see what what Will's going to be critiquing here. I don't think I probably didn't get the entire exchange. I got about 5 minutes, but I think I got enough of it to show. And I think maybe I did get the entire exchange. So
I want to have something to say about this, as is often the case with highly intelligent people. I mean, I guess not a majority of the case, but often the case that highly intelligent people, Leo is on the spectrum somewhere. So he may not be the most socially graced person. He's let me know before that, like, because we joke around a lot, and sometimes he doesn't pick up on the import of the jokes. And we have to explain it to him that we're just joking, and so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Spurg, he's not really a Spurg. He's just someone who is highly intelligent and maybe has some communication problems as far as being social goes. He can absolutely communicate himself in a very intelligent way. So I'm just, want to let you know that maybe you could re-examine your opinion of Leo.
Well, yeah, and one of the things I like most about Leo is his passion and his knowledge. He's got a lot of knowledge. He knows what he's talking about. And we're going to talk about that once we get into the critique, because over a period of time of getting to know somebody, of hearing their arguments, hearing their conversations, there does come an element of trust, and that's happened with everybody. I mean, that happens with Dragnot Silvis. I trust Dragnot Silvis to talk about a conversation and break it down, right? Because I've had that experience with him. I trust Sokka when it comes to philosophy because I've had those experiences with him. And I trust Leo when it comes to physics because I've had that experience with him. But we're going to talk about that once we get into Will's critique. And it's going to be hilarious. I should perk up as we get into this, as we get into Will's critique, because it had me laughing, Will. You always make me laugh. You always make me laugh. All right, going to throw this on full screen. We'll let you guys see what the topic is, what Will's critiquing, because Will didn't do that. His shit sucks. He can't run a stream at all.
So just real quick, Smokey, get off that fucking topic or you're just gone, dude. And I'll let Knock bring you back on the channel later. I mean, I'm not putting up with your fucking shit today, dude.
Yeah, I mean, and John has that power.
Get off that fucking topic. You can take all the shots you want at me like you always do. I really don't give a fuck. If your opinion of me that there's something wrong with me, it must be I'm doing pretty fucking great. So, But get off that topic you're on right now. If I see one more fucking comment on that topic, and you know the topic I'm speaking of, I'm going to boot you for today, and then Knock can go back in and bring you back later on.
Yep, John has had that power all along, and it's something that I'll go back later and I'll bring you back on. But yeah, I mean, be fucking respectful, Smokey. You was decent in Tog stream. I don't know why you're coming in here with some spur up your ass right now. I'm not even talking about you. And maybe that's what it is, John. Maybe he's got a burr up his ass because we're not talking about Smokey.
Yeah.
All right. So, without further ado, let's watch Leo own Otangelo once again.
And I just have to recognize.
Damn it, John! What?
No, I was talking first.
Oh shit! I always do that, man. All right, this is why you don't review yourself.
Right? Yeah.
I thought you was talking. I'm like, John, you do it every time. Every time I hit play, you start talking. I'm sick, guys. I'm sick. You got to forgive me. I'm a little slow today. Smokey, you would have a field day with me today because I'm a little slow today. I'm sick.
Guys, how calmly this gentleman has sat there waiting because, usually he is very passionate and wants to get in and can't contain himself. So go ahead, Leo. You've been a very good boy waiting.
Leo's passion is what I love most about.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to be able to fully parse out why the Kalam cosmological fails in both of its premises because I don't have enough time. But the two things that I wanted to touch on that Otangelo said, number one, the consensus of cosmologists is we don't know. I've literally actually sat down with PhD astrophysicists and cosmologists and asked them that. Do they think that the universe has a beginning? Yes. Did it ontologically begin to exist? No, because time is tenseless. The whole universe already exists as one block, and it's bounded at one end, most likely. So that is the consensus. And Hawking, Vilenkin, Sean Carroll, Katie Mack, Ethan Siegel have all expressed this. Leonard Susskind, Max Tegmark, all of these people have expressed exactly that. We know for a fact that time is tenseless. Secondly, you said that this argument leads to some characteristics of God. So just quick yes or no questions. Is one of those characteristics, Otangelo, spacelessness?
He transcends space and
so he's not in space. He's not in space.
No, okay. He is spirit. Yeah, he transcends
so
space.
He's spaceless. Great. Is timelessness or atemporality another one of those?
I think he was not in time, beyond the universe.
So you take the view that William Lane Craig.
Can I finish? Yes, I have the view of Craig.
The third question, is God immaterial?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a being that is spaceless, timeless, and immaterial. That's a being that doesn't exist anywhere, does not exist for any amount of time, and isn't made of anything. That's non-existence, buddy. And there is no such thing as beyond space-time. That phrase
you
is just as coherent as saying north of the North Pole.
You did just strawman what I said.
No, I didn't. You actually agreed with every single one of those
Craig
points.
said that God is in time with the universe. When he created the universe, he entered time. That's the position of Craig.
That doesn't work because relativity of simultaneity, which is why Dr. Craig rejects Einsteinian relativity, because he knows that destroys his view. But we already know, because of relativity of simultaneity, that God cannot enter into time perfectly simultaneous with his creation of it. So that just doesn't work. It's either God is timeless or God is in time. It's only one of those. It can't be both.
Otangelo, meet Leo.
Yeah, and Otangelo, and as far as who's next, we got a mutable Mr. Parker, then Otangelo for a pointy one. But Otangelo gets to respond right now to Leo Phileas. Go ahead, Otangelo.
Well, it depends if you adhere to the hypothesis of time or B hypothesis of time, and of course, if you stick to your block time, then you think you have choice. I don't agree with that.
That's not up for debate. Time is tenseless. That is an objective fact of reality, and I can demonstrate how it's true right now if you'd like me to. Would you like me to?
That's called a boom moment right there.
The way that we do it is with something called muon decay. Muons are just it's essentially an electron with more mass. It's a heavier cousin of the electron, is sort of a colloquial way of putting that. Since they're literally the same particle, they all decay at the same rate, unless they start traveling at what are called relativistic speeds, or speeds approaching that of the speed of light, generally 90% the speed of light or higher. Those ones will decay more slowly than muons that are not traveling at relativistic speeds. That can only be explained if time is tenseless due to an effect called time dilation, which we have already mathematically demonstrated is an inherent aspect of reality. Time is tenseless. That is an objective fact of reality.
Otangelo?
Well, try to explain it next time as you would speak to a 6-year-old which has no clue about what you're talking about. Then I will understand.
I can do that right now. The satellites orbiting the Earth are ticking faster than clocks on Earth because of gravity slowing down time. This is an effect we actually measure. If time were tensed, that means that the right now is right now for every point in the universe, which means those clocks would not be ticking faster.
Leo, we totally just had an admission of defeat. You just did. I'm gonna have to cut this out and put it on its own. God damn it! I got to do work. All right, so that let me get to the right screen here. So that was the clip that Will's going to be talking about, and right here. Will's going to say it again. This is essentially his criticism. This is what I'm saying, is everyone said he got wrecked, but chat in the room didn't understand why. How do you infer that? How do you infer that we didn't understand what Leo was putting down? Now, we'll get into it farther in depth, but I mean, you don't have to understand what Leo's saying to understand that Otangelo doesn't understand what Leo's saying, and that Otangelo just got owned, and that Otangelo does this very same thing in every goddamn show he calls into. He tries to, sabotage or ambush a Matt Dillahunty with a scientific question that most people aren't going to even have an inkling of understanding about. So
the thing is there isn't, I've watched this again, and I was there when it happened, and there isn't anything Leo said in the last several minutes that I don't understand. As a matter of fact, if you played it a little further, I think that I step in here in a moment to give.
Well, I can't play it further.
What's that?
I can't play it further. This is all cut out and edited.
Well, no, that's fine. I'm just saying, if you did play it a little further, you would see that I step in with another example to, along the lines of what Leo was saying, when he mentioned about how clocks are ticking in space than they are here.
And I've always maintained I am no scientist. I've always maintained I am no scholar. I've always maintained that I'm not an expert on things, that I'm a layman on a lot of issues. And when it comes to like theoretical physics, I'm a layman on theoretical physics. I actually
I'm less than a layman.
Yeah, but I actually do look at it and study it. I've had a debate on physics with Travis on Modern Day Debate. I've looked into um, black mass. I've looked into fucking what the theory where there's more than one universe, multiverse theory. I've looked into a lot of stuff when it comes into physics. I've looked at Einstein's theory of relativity. I'm not going to sit here and pretend and say that, hey, I understood what I've read or that I've read it all. No, but I've looked into it and I have a general understanding of that. And I had a general understanding of what Leo was putting down. Now, could I articulate it as Leo did? No.
No way.
Without a doubt, no. But for Will to infer that we're just morons that can't fucking understand sentences put together, Will, you're the biggest moron I fucking know. Like what?
And like I believe I even said it in that stream. We just watched a little piece of it, that because somebody in the chat or somebody in the room was maybe calling out something similar to what Will is calling out, and I did say that when people like the people that were in that room that night, Leophilius and Beautiful Destiny, Mr. Parker, it's not incumbent upon me or Knock to, be completely knowledgeable about those topics, because we have built a trust with these people that we know that what they're saying is true, because we have verified what they're saying is true, but maybe we don't completely understand it on the same level as they do.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way in hell I could articulate anywhere near the way that Leo does. And there's no way in hell I'm going to sit here and say, hey, I understand this stuff on a level that Leo does. I'm nowhere near even close to that. Like I think it was on that stream. I was like, Leo, you need to go to fucking school, my man. And no, I don't think Leo's 16, Will. That's something that he does say in the stream. I'm not sure if we'll actually see that part. I do believe that Leo could be in college, just isn't. Still young, but not 16 young. But Leo's a very smart young man. Definitely knows this stuff and is very passionate about this stuff. But again, I could not understand. I don't have to understand a single word that Leo is putting down to understand a conversation and understand that Otangelo was caught, because Otangelo made that clear. And by my criticisms there, I didn't say anything about what Leo was putting down. I was reacting to Otangelo and what Otangelo was putting out. So, I mean, I don't see how you can infer. Maybe you should go back to when I was researching for that physics debate and actually see me talk physics, and maybe you'd understand that I do have some understanding at least, and I'm not a fucking Neanderthal, Will.
Well,
because you might not have meant that. I didn't mean that Knock was stupid. No, you infer it, and we're about to watch. So go ahead.
Well, I mean, the other thing is you just heard Otangelo say, could you explain that to me again, as if you were talking to a 6-year-old? Now, if you can't infer from that he didn't understand a thing Leo said, and that Leo wrecked him on a subject that Otangelo brought up that he thought he knew something about, well then, I mean, that's pretty stupid right there. I mean, you can't, that you couldn't infer that, Will, that
in an open room,
you couldn't give credit to human beings that, as Knox said, understand sentences, that we could infer that too. So,
well, and in an open room, a bring your topic open room, your host might not know everything about every topic, because it's a bring your topic. It's not me sitting here making a fucking topic I know about. It's bring your topic. That's how Otangelo was hoping to do that to me, what Leo did to him by coming into my room. Otangelo was, I can almost guarantee you, hoping to catch the raging atheist with some science the raging atheist doesn't know anything about. What had happened instead was Leo did that to him, and I commented on it. Fucking sue me, Will.
So are we supposed to say it exactly that way? Are we supposed to say Otangelo?
I don't know. Like I call him orangutan or that Martian guy from Looney Tunes,
He does.
He sounds
like that.
Yeah, he's got that sound. But all right, so we'll check out Will's critique. Will, I mean, if you're gonna criticize people that actually do have serious conversations, it's cool. Do it, dog. Be you. But maybe you should actually participate in serious conversations.
Is Will streaming from like the storage units in the basement of his apartment building?
He splits a room with J-Dubs, so I mean, he loses brain cells every fucking day. Although J-Dubs is going to make a really good, interesting observation about my own brain cells.
Well,
it's
so
be fun.
They share they share a room or an apartment.
Less, I don't know. I think they share a bed. Less trailer trash commentary. The Peanut Gallery has weighed in.
Oh yeah, hey, actually, I did want to say about 75 more things. Icky Taint there. I'm so glad he's here today because. Go ahead. Let's play.
Yeah, Icky Taint. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. This is fun. I did edit some parts out because they ramble off, and so I've got roughly about 12 minutes to look at. Should be a lot of fun, guys.
I was just saying, I wish fucking Donald Trump was my real dad. Anyway, hi. We're doing a thing.
All right, so right there from the get,
I was going to ask you to stop it right there too.
Right there from the get, we get Will Kincaid. I wish Donald Trump was my real dad.
Wow, I mean, he was such a slut back in the day. He could be your dad, Will.
Yeah, he could be.
I mean, you guys are on the same intellectual level. So
I was gonna say that might explain the level of stupidity we get from Will sometimes.
I said I would shut up.
Again, I say all that with love. I fuck with Will. I consider him.
And Will understands we're fucking with him.
Yeah.
I mean, Will talks about me nonstop, or a lot. I hardly ever talk about Will because I mean I'm punching down right now. Let's be honest, I'm punching down.
Yeah, you are punching way down.
Oh, an updated fucking Pokemon Snatch. Anyway, oh my fucking god, Rage went live too. This is ridiculous. Yep. I hate all of these fucking retards. I'll say it right now. Fucking Smokey and fucking Knock can both lick my balls and suck my fucking taint.
All right, so I mean, yeah, it's kind of reciprocated. But he's talking because I went live there at the same time he did. That's why he hates me and he hates Smokey. I guess Smokey must have been live too. But I love how he's stealing my phrases now. Like, lick my fucking taint. That's my shit, Will.
Trademark.
I know. I need to fucking patent that shit.
Oh, speaking of trademarks, hashtag John Maddox is a grifter.
Yeah, John Maddox is a grifter.
I have my. Oh, it's.
Okay, so what did Leo do to warrant the stream?
He's we're gonna get into that, I guess. It's more to do with the fact, so he's right about how time works, right? But he's kind of a cunt about it, and instead of just putting things in layman's terms, I marked the goddamn thing on Knox video, but going out of my, are you playing Legend of Zelda right now while I'm doing this? Okay, good. So let me put my other headphone in so I don't have an autistic screeching moment.
All right, so you gotta love just the obvious brotherly affection that J-Dubs and Will Kincaid have for each other. I could not live with J-Dub. I could not have that nasty, atrocious dude right next to me, all up in my shit. I just couldn't fucking do it. I got to give you props, Will, that you can put up with the J-Dubs.
Well, and it's obvious that Will's standards are a lot lower than most people, so I can understand it from that aspect. But he from what he just said now, it almost sounds like he's projecting onto us because he's saying, "Well, why didn't Leo put it in easier terms to understand?" It sounds like maybe Will had a problem understanding what he was saying, and now he's projecting that onto us. Well,
yeah, and so if you're going to talk very complex physics as Leo was doing, if you're going to have a complex conversation, And I don't really. Leo might not know how to quite come down from it, but I don't really think that there's really any way that you can put it into layman's terms. I know I've done that a couple times with Leo. I'll kind of joke and be like, so the normal people can understand it. This is kind of what Leo just said. Kind of flying in the face of what Will Kincaid's assumption that I can't understand anything that Leo says. But I think most people, even though it is a highly intelligent vernacular, that most people can still follow it and understand the things that Leo is saying if they don't quite understand the science behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and the thing is too is I would refute what Will's claim, because there were more than one spot. There was more than one spot where Leo did, put it in simpler terms, and in the overall point that Leo was making there was a very simplistic, compared to how he could have explained it, and how if Leo had been talking to somebody on his own level would have understood it. I mean, one phrase I remember, from it is he did say, and what a muon is essentially a heavier cousin of the electron. Now that's dumbing it down, way down, okay? And I would say that when it comes to like knowledge about physics, of course, we don't know anywhere near the level that Leo knows, and you're beyond me even. You've done more study than I have on it. But if you went to high school, if you went to junior high, you ought to know what an electron is. You ought to know what an atom is, and you ought to know what an electron is compared to an atom, and basic shit like that.
Well, yeah, and I remember a time later on in this very stream, I think, later on in the conversation, to where Leo does break it down. He uses his arm as an example, and he gives a very simple example that anybody could fucking understand.
As to what a vector is. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, to sit there and claim that he doesn't do that is just factually wrong. But also, like, he doesn't have to do that. He's talking to somebody that claims a knowledge on these things, Otangelo. All that has to happen is that Otangelo understand him. But what we saw happen was Otangelo didn't know what the fuck was going on. And that's what we were commenting on, was Otangelo came into my room and got fucking owned. And it's pretty clear that he did, because not to say that Leo's arguments were groundbreaking, but the fact that Otangelo couldn't respond to them or even understand the flow of it, when that's supposed to be his thing. But he's always on a script. I mean, I think that's fairly obvious. So you get him anywhere off of that script, Otangelo is a fucking idiot.
Well, and again, I just like to point out, I think that what Will's actually claiming is that Leo didn't dumb it down enough for him.
Yeah, not enough for him. Yeah, because Will is not that bright. I mean, come on, Will. But he's going to claim an understanding here. That's the funny part about this. Maybe Will's right. Maybe Will, you did do an hour and a half worth of videos on all this physics shit on BitChute. I don't believe you. And if I did, it's on BitChute for a reason.
Well, I just want to, without mentioning any names, I just want to point out, we love having the audience here. We love all of you. Well, most all of you. If this is boring to you, the fact that we've been live for 40 minutes now, and we've only played 5-6 minutes of video and commented more than the video we played. Well, if you don't like that kind of content, there's 7 million more channels on YouTube.
Is Smokey complaining?
Yeah.
Because
I think you might have got that
because Smokey doesn't do the same shit on his channel, right?
Right. I mean, and not only that, but like Smokey ends up spending 80% of his streams responding to people in the live chat.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty easy to trigger Smokey when he's streaming. Pretty easy.
When he can just do what I did.
Yeah.
So live chat says something that you find reprehensible, you just give him time out.
Smokey's so easy. But we understand, Smokey. You're jelly. We're talking about Will. We're not talking about you. We haven't been talking about you all that much. But hey, I got time off of work. You know, I'm going to have at least 2 to 4 days off of work waiting on this COVID test to get back because I can't go back to work until I get the clear that I don't have COVID. So maybe I'll see you soon. Maybe I'll see you soon, my man.
So wait, did you know
the volume over?
is it true that he's pompous about the way he explains things?
Well, that and if you're not an effective
Yeah, I saw that.
communicator,
He's trying so hard.
It doesn't help your case. The thing is, what happened was he went in there.
Rejecting your comment. This is fairly common when sharing a leak.
Yeah, I tried to put the comment.
What did he do? Did he lean forward and put the mic with his breast or something? I mean, as soon as he leaned forward, you couldn't even hear a word he was fucking saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was leaning forward, you know, so he could give Will a reach around.
Yeah. I mean, I think one of his big floppy breasts must have covered the mic. I mean, I can say that I'm fat too, which is funny.
Yeah. I'm big too. We just had this conversation.
With, Smokey Saint says that Ronnie's all about the trigger culture. I mean, him saying that about somebody is like me calling people out for being obese.
If I label, have I even said that these people are triggered? Like, what is he even talking about right now? Dude?
Who knows?
Like, Will is obviously not triggered. Will is trolling. I might get triggered here in a minute because J-Dubs is about to be J-Dubs.
And while I'm loath to, play Smokey's game of, putting the stream aside to talk about the chat, it's so funny how some people are going to Smokey Saint in the chat, and his only response has been to throw insults.
Oh, that's what he does.
I don't see him making an argument against anything anybody says. He's just been throwing insults.
Yeah.
So.
I think he probably tried to make some biscuits and gravy this morning, and it just didn't fill him up. It probably just didn't fill him up.
In his pants?
Yeah, in his pants.
Was Leo is explaining how time and gravity and shit work, right? And then fucking Knock and everybody else in the room is basically praising Leophilius when not a motherfucker in that room has even the closest idea of what the fuck it is that Leophilius is talking about, and they're all like, "Good job, buddy! You really got him." Meanwhile, Knock and the rest of them have no fucking idea what's going on.
Knock has
again. Like, it wasn't even that complicated to follow along. I don't understand how he can get this assumption. I don't.
Well,
like, you just have to think we're stupid.
Well, I mean, and just the base idea that we talked about already, that you didn't have to know exactly what Leophilius was talking about, although we did, because Otangelo himself told you he didn't understand what Leophilius was talking about. And Otangelo was the one who engaged on that topic. And Leo sat there for like 5 or 10 minutes while other people were talking, and I could just see him vibrating, wanting to get in, because so I mean, your whole claim is just not founded in anything. Well, it's founded in like just wanting to talk shit, basically.
Well, and that's the entire reason I played that first clip first, right? So you guys can see, like, when we are reacting to what's happening between Leo and Otangelo, we are reacting mainly to Otangelo, right? That's not inferring that we don't understand what Leo's going on, but it's clear as what Leo's saying that we don't understand it, but it's clear as day that Otangelo doesn't understand what Leo's putting down. The funny thing about that, and the reason we're reacting to that, is because Otangelo goes around to all of these shows with these science arguments. So the moment that you have him off script, he's resorted to saying, explain it to me like I'm 6 years old. That's what we're reacting to. Right? So Will is just basically taking this moment to try to throw out a dig, which is fine. Nobody watches him. I don't really care what he fucking says anyway. But for Will Kincaid to infer that I'm just too stupid to not be able to understand what's going on is laughable. Because, Will, you are one of the biggest idiots I've ever fucking met. I mean, you're stupid. You're one of the few people that has come into my rooms that has never fucking contributed to a single fucking conversation I've ever fucking had. To the point, people don't want to be in rooms with you. People don't want to be in rooms with EMC because all he does is troll. Right?
Dragnot pops in to talk some sense right off the bat.
Yeah, what's up, Dragnot? What's up, Drag? I usually don't like streaming when Drag is streaming because we do share some viewership, but we also, I don't want to interrupt. And usually I've got him in the background as I'm doing shit, so I'll usually wait till Drag is done, and then I'll start streaming. But today, again, I'm not feeling well, so I wanted to get this done sooner than later. So, but that's usually that's why I start at noon, because usually Drag is starting at 10. I give him 2 hours. So if he goes over 2 hours, it's usually not too long, and then Drag's viewers that watch me can come over after he's done. So what's up, Drag? I'm starting to feel it now. I'm a little harder time breathing, and my voice isn't coming. So I'm gonna probably let it play. John, if you could say, I'm gonna catch my breath.
About the same amount of brain cells working as his legs.
I mean, okay. Wow, that is. I mean, okay. I can't really yell, so
It's okay.
That's actually it's actually spot on, Will. Like that is.
I get it. I listen. I'm a little retarded. I made an entire 30-minute video to Brett Keane once, trying to explain this very concept to him, because there was a point in my life where I was really into physics, especially theoretical physics, and I thought, well, I'll be a physicist. I'll go to school. I'll be a physicist. And I had this happen with many different topics. Right, I know. So Isaac Asimov. Anyway, so I was thinking, I'll do this as my profession. I'll go to school for 8 or 10 years, and yeah, pitter patter. Let's get at her.
Whew.
So is that a dildo trident that J-Dubs has in his hand?
Well, I think so, because J-Dub's so big that 2 of those prongs can go in him and the other one can go in Will.
John Rashala might even have 2 assholes.
Well, and I am intentionally being disrespectful as fuck to J-Dubs. All right, so J-Dubs likes to make personal comments towards me. He's going to here in a minute, and there's a level of vitriol that goes along with this shit, right? Me and Will have this back and forth relationship that is this, like, we talk shit about each other, but we have this mutual respect. Like, Will knows that right now I'm coming from a place of mutual respect. I'm trolling the troll back. He understands what's going on right now. J-Dubs hates me, and he uses his hatred. He allows that hatred to consume him, and so it drives him to make comments that are, to me, unacceptable. And we're going to get one here in a minute. And I put up with it for long enough. But now, like, all respect is gone. I'm not going to give this douchebag respect. J-Dubs is J-Dubs. And J-Dubs, you can lick my taint.
Well, and, when it comes down to him as a human being, I disagree with some of what Will says. I think he's a horrible troll, but, not very good at trolling is what I mean.
Yeah. He's got that old school trolling down.
I would definitely, I would party with Will. I mean, I hope we can get together sometime and have another drinking contest. And maybe.
But yeah, it won't be with me this time, unless I have like a major relapse.
Right. I want to do it with him and Messenger.
Yeah, I need to email Messenger. He hasn't been around in a while, and I do get worried. So yeah, the whole J-Dubs thing, I've been back and forth whether I should give this douchebag respect or not, but he just keeps, you're going to see, he's about to make a comment again. So Smokey, as you sit here saying that I'm all about trigger culture and all I got to do is get you triggered and then I won. No, I get triggered too, my man. And I'm probably about to get triggered because I'm done with these little comments. I don't make these comments about John. Until here recently. Today, I've picked on his weight, even though I'm a big man myself. I've picked on his sexuality because I know he hates gay people. Because he says that shit. He's a racist. He's a douchebag. I don't really understand why. Well, I do understand why Will hangs out with him because they're one and the same. They're Brett Keane wannabes. That's what they'll always be. Brett Keane has failed here on YouTube over and over and over again, and so do they.
Well,
that's what they are.
There was a time when Will's nickname amongst us was Baby Manatee.
Oh, he's still the baby manatee. He knows that. I don't call it to him that so much because I told him I try to give him a little bit more respect and be more respectful. But then he goes and does stupid shit like this. You know, I expect attacks on my intelligence from Icky Tank. I expect that. That's what he does. Will knows me better. Will knows me more on a personal level than a lot of YouTubers do. And so, the trolling I can take, but Will, you know better, and you know that I'm gonna have to respond if you're gonna basically call me an intellectual Neanderthal. So yeah,
let's go.
Yeah. Oh, it's about to get funny. John's about to make his comment.
So I know a lot about physics because I decided that I wasn't going to do that because you actually have to be a physicist of any renown or have a job in a physicist sort of field.
Well, and real quick, I'm just gonna say, good decision, Will. Good decision. I don't think you would have made it as a physicist.
You actually have to be one of the best physicists. You're not. There's no such thing as a middling physicist working for like fucking NASA. It just doesn't happen. Nobody wants a shitty.
Doctor.
Yeah, nobody wants a shitty run of the mill physicist, and I didn't think that I could probably commit to that because I bounce around a lot, like JoJo the Indian Monkey Boy. Is it Circus Boy or Monkey Boy? I always fuck it up.
Boy, yeah.
Anyway, so I know a lot about physics.
They don't like to be called monkeys anymore, by the way.
Yeah, that's racist. So I just
I
made
hear legs.
and anytime that it comes up topically, I'll make a video.
All right, so J-Dubs being J-Dubs, Will being Will. Like I don't think that they could do a stream without being somewhat either racist or homophobic. Well, is Smokey being in the chat with the alpha and beta shit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just put up Dragnot's comments because I'm not really paying too much attention to Smokey anymore.
Like, can Smokey be an alpha with those skinny ass arms he's got?
Yeah, really. That was the worst decision to go on camera to make them biscuits and gravy.
Like, seriously, can you be an alpha if you're a fucking beanpole, Smokey Saint?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think you can.
Yeah, I mean, and then, I really didn't see a woman's touch on that kitchen. So
well, and they should really look into like the data on this whole alpha beta thing because it's not really true. All right, let's continue.
Video about it, and I'll try to explain it in layman's terms to people because I know that nobody is going to be able to keep up with this bullshit because most people they're too busy with whatever the fuck they've got going on in their life to be learned to any degree on the subject. So when Leo Felius comes in, and this is the other reason I hate fucking debates, and it comes in and steamrolls Tangelo with information.
I don't understand why people always call an open room conversation a debate. Like, it's not a debate. They're not debating. They're having a conversation. It's not a fucking debate. I've seen it in the side chat today. It's not a debate. It's an open room, people. Yeah. It's an open room.
It's conversation. It's 9 or 10 of us, and everybody, gets to take their turn and talk about whatever they want to talk about, and then we'll get on a particular subject. And then within that conversation of 9 or 10 people, if 2 people start to have a one-on-one exchange that's interesting, then you kind of let that go and develop and see what comes out of that. And that's what happened in the clip we watched a little bit ago. Is Leo Filius and Otangelo engaged back and forth for a few times before we moved on to other stuff.
Well, yeah, they're two different things altogether. So I'm a conversationalist that has been debating. I get better at debate, but they're two different things, right? And a lot of people just like the conversation and they don't need a structured debate. That's the point of having an open room. So you're not in a structured debate format. Not everybody can do that. I sucked when I first started. Like I was going against shitty competition. So I still think I did fairly well, but I didn't know how to debate when I first started debating. It's a different thing. I like to have conversation and there's different rules involved. Right. So, I mean, it's just, stop calling it that. It's not a fucking debate. I've seen it a couple times in the side chat. It's not a fucking debate. And I think it was probably Will that said it in the side chat. I can't remember who said it. Will, it's not a debate. Well, but I do see Christians say that shit a lot.
Speaking of debates, I want to mention it, sometime around the middle of this month, I'm going to be doing my first debate. And I chose, well, actually, he chose me, but I chose as easiest of an interlocutor as I could for my first, debate on a live stream. I'm going to be debating Gavin Herleman on whether the Abrahamic God exists. So
should be fun.
Yeah, be looking for that. We haven't even decided what channel it's going to be on yet, but we'll let you know more about that in the future. And then I want to re-mention something I mentioned in our live stream a week or two ago. And if you're listening, I keep waiting for Scott to come back so I can tell him this personally, face to face. But a few streams ago, I actually went in on Sky Out, laughing at him and implying that he was stupid on a topic that he actually was right on and I was wrong on. But I mentioned this in a live stream the other day, and I just want to say it again because, when it comes to this channel, if I make a mistake, if Knock makes a mistake, we're going to tell you that we fucked up. I mean, famously, Knock re-uploaded his interaction with Darth Dawkins where, back when he started, where Darth Dawkins, locked the door with him, even though Darth. I
didn't know it was Darth. I had no familiarity with Darth or his scripts. And yeah, he came in and wiped the floor with me. And I re-uploaded it and talked about how bad I did. So
well, right. And then just to put a pin in what I was saying a minute ago. Yeah, we were talking about the Munchausen trilemma, and Sky Out went to explain what it was from his standpoint, and he used some synonymous terminology that I wasn't familiar with or that I didn't recognize as the Munchausen trilemma because I'm not the smartest, sharpest tack in the box. But and then when Sokka and Drag went to interact with him, I kind of got an inkling that wait a minute, I think I just fucked up there. And then later after the stream, I had gotten a hold of Sokka and asked him, and where I was saying infinite regress, Sky Out was saying infinitism. And where I would say axioms or axiomatic, he was saying foundationalism. And as Sokka explained to me, well, yeah, that's pretty much synonymous, terminology.
Well, Sokka did come in though and educate Sky Out, and I did clip that out. It is now on the channel, so like you can go and actually watch it right now, John, because it's unlisted on the channel. But yeah, I did clip that out, and Sky Out did Sokka Count did educate Sky Out once again. Beautiful shit, and it'll be on the channel this week. I got a lot of stuff coming this week.
This is fucking hilarious here.
Because I have debated Gavin. we need to start a support group. I survived Gavin Herleman. I think we need to do that. All right, I'm gonna continue.
And higher vocabulary, it doesn't actually help anything or fix anything, or not explaining your thoughts clearly is not good.
Well, okay, so here's my question to you. How would you explain what Leo explained?
I spent 30 minutes doing it in a video. I'll probably link it in the description.
Oh, fair enough.
Well,
yeah, I literally...
Here real quick,
When Leo talks, it's like you might as well be speaking Spanish.
Okay. Maybe there's people that didn't understand the overall idea that Leo was trying to lay down. I mean, I did, Knock did. But as far as using big words, Will, are you serious? I mean, there wasn't one word he used during that most everybody would understand every word he used. And where he used something that could be, some people might be ignorant on, he explained it in layman's terms. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, Will.
I think Will is just jealous because he's stupid. Like, he literally titled this stream Leophilius a fucking ninny or some shit like that. The fucking ninny, some shit like that. Like, really just disrespectful towards Leo. And he claims that it was like clickbait. But no, like, and he did end up getting Leo to come into the room. So I think he, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
So, but
yeah,
to his point here, and he's going to talk about it later. It should be what I've got. We've got about 7 minutes left. this 30-minute video that he's talking about right now, right? Like where he lays out everything that Leo said, but he just does it better and in 30 minutes, layman's terms, so everybody can understand. You're not going to find that on YouTube. You're going to find that on BitChute, right? And if it's on fucking BitChute, I can almost guarantee it's not going to be something you want to fucking watch.
Wait a minute. Wait. You're telling me that Will took 30 minutes to explain something that Leo did in 4 minutes?
Yeah, that's what he just said, and I think he's going to explain it even more. It's like an hour and a half long video that Will just breaks down physics because Will is brilliant, because that's what we've always known from Will is just his brilliant fucking scholarship.
Isn't BitChute slang for colon?
Maybe I don't. BitChute is where the NIFB goes to die.
Oh,
right. So that's BitChute. When the NIFB, they can't do their very homophobic shit on YouTube anymore. They go over to BitChute and they do it there. That's where Brett Keane used to take all of his fucking. That's where he always went when he got tired of YouTube because he could be more free to express himself over there.
Smokey Saint, don't be so hard on yourself. You're not gutter fruit.
Yeah. He's just so mad we're not talking about him.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Smokey. Like Smokey, if you have an open room tonight, I'll take a nap and I'll try to have some energy and I'll come in and talk to you. That way I can talk about you on my channel again. How about that? I'll compromise with you, Smokey.
I think you should go. I think you should go full screen for a second and give Smokey some visuals.
Well, yeah. I don't have my right screen for that right now. Yeah, I mean, if I was on OBS, I could do that, but I like to have the right screen with the right music to set the tone, so he can carry through his day. But he's being a dick, so why am I going to help him today? I'm not going to help him today. He can imagine me like the rest of them.
Well, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that every time he comes over here to watch your shit knock, that one of those skinny little arms is stuffed down the front of his pants.
Yeah. He'll never live that shit down. All right, like you reveal your arms. That's what you reveal.
He's got a debate tomorrow, he says.
Yeah,
hey,
no shame tonight.
Do you want to put the GoFundMe in here where you went to raise money for it?
Yeah, how much money are you asking for every day, Smokey Saint? All right, let's continue.
I think he does. Maybe I don't know what his nationality is, but I'm sorry, Lo, go ahead.
Maybe for a fucking dummy, he's pretty articulate most of the time. He doesn't usually speak that way.
Being articulate and communicating an idea effectively are not necessarily the same thing.
I just think in general, I think he communicates effectively.
Well,
I think this one time he was acting like a pompous ass.
Yeah,
but it'd be like that.
But it wasn't so much.
All right, as always, Lo being the voice of reason on Will Kincaid stream. So real quickly, and I'm going to push play again and let it play for a minute. Lo, you should come and be on my streams more because you actually do have serious fucking conversations and reason. I don't see how you put up with Will Kincaid, honestly.
Smokey says, why all the body shaming, Peterson? He actually called me by my name. I'm impressed by that.
Body shaming? No, I mean, we both admitted to being fat. So,
right. And for Smokey to call out body shaming, yeah, right. All right. So, can we refer you back to your videos about Jen?
Well, and it's just more evidence. Like he understands and yet he doesn't. He's not like a real human being. So like this is a shit talk stream, Smokey Saint. We're just talking shit. You understood that. You made the whole like gutter fruit comments. You're talking about us talking shit and it being a shit talking stream, but yet you're taking it really fucking seriously. We're talking shit, my man. We're talking shit. I do it about you all the time. There's a difference. There's a difference between a shit talk stream and a legitimate, like, I'm going to criticize you based on what you say stream. I'm talking shit to Will because it's what we do. Get over yourself and stop being mad that I'm not streaming about you. But real quick, John, I do want to push play.
Right. I show my boiled crap on screen. How about you, Smokey?
Yeah.
The last time I stood up without making a loud groan, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. But I do groan every time I take a Smokey Saint on a toilet.
Well put, John.
Leophilius himself that was the issue. I'll admit the title's clickbait because I hope he comes in here so that I can ask him a bunch of bullshit questions.
Well, yeah,
But
this is why he doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play in your hand.
No,
won't come in.
He's very condescending when he talks to people. He's like an atheist Smokey Saint.
yeah, I don't. He did say that. But no, it was more of the fact that the whole room was basically like stroking themselves off because they're living vicariously through Leophilius's intellect. It was actually pretty funny. See, there he is.
What, is Leo here?
No, he's in the comments. These people are just revealing that they don't understand the topics.
All right, real quick, we did miss it earlier. There was a point when Midnight actually agreed with Will's assessment, and so I think Midnight clearly thinks we're idiots. But I meant to point it out when it happened, but I must have missed it because it had to have been earlier.
Well, right, and I mean, Midnight's a part of the brain trust, so you got to take it seriously. Here, I just want to show Smokey. Here, this is what I use, right? You said this is the tool I use to put my socks on, man.
Good shit. Good shit. There you go, Smokey. Yeah, Midnight's opinion on matters shouldn't be taken seriously. I'm just saying. Totally agreed. But I don't understand where it comes from. Like this whole I talk a lot of shit, right? But like this whole knock is stupid thing, I just don't really get it. But hey, to each their own. Think what they're gonna think, right?
And just a real quick comment on Midnight. Midnight tends to try and ingratiate himself with whoever he's with at the time.
Yeah,
that's where that comes from.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Yeah, I know, but you're not actually solving any problems, Leo. It's more to the point, the fact that your side didn't fucking understand what you were saying either, and just nodded their empty fucking heads and agreed with you, and it was like, pone. That is what is humorous to me. That is what's funny.
Okay, what the fuck did I miss? Like, what?
No, it was not kind of stream last night.
Just go back in the stream, you fucking schmuck. Oh,
most of these people, like they like to go on YouTube and stream, and they LARP as intellectuals. Oh
wait, hold on.
I spent 30 minutes on how gravitational lensing works, and then I spent another 30 minutes on special relativity, and then I did another 30-minute video on the curvature and expansion of the universe. I've done several videos. They're not on my fucking YouTube channel because it behooves me to make people think that I'm fucking stupid and I have no idea about any of these concepts. So my YouTube channel is the storefront for Will Kincaid. You see what I want you to see. The rest of it is behind fucking BitTube and BitChute. This is good.
I'm gonna do actually a ponies video on this comic book that I'm reading. It's called
National
Geographic. It's a comic book, I'm pretty sure, right?
I mean, look. I wanted to say.
No, real quick. It's just really stupid. Now they're saying fucking. This is the updated version. This is what, October.
Right, this is 1.6.
Yeah, this is version 25,000. They can't get it right. They think fucking dinosaurs are legitimately fucking walking chickens.
I gave him this to do.
They have beaks now. Look at this. Look at
this. This is my fault.
Just look at this shit.
All chickens walking chickens?
Why?
All right, so J-Dub's coming in with his brilliant insight there, but I want to point out that Will Kincaid is now doing exactly what he's criticizing me and you for doing, John, because neither one of these fuckers understand the science behind what they're putting down right now, but they think that they're owning the liberal left.
No, I just want to point out, too, I threw up a little bit in my mouth when J-Dubs was holding that trident up to the camera because I swear I could see flecks of shit on it.
Well, I mean, and he kind of made your point for you when he was stroking it there. But, the hypocrisy here, right? Like, Will Kincaid and J-Dubs knows nothing about the science that's going into redefining the dinosaurs. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know everything about the science. I have looked into it a little bit. We do understand that most dinosaurs did indeed have feathers, that modern birds are indeed dinosaurs. Like, so there's a whole bunch of new science. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to understand all of it, but they're going to literally sit there and do the same thing that they're criticizing us for when it comes to Leo, even though we did actually understand the things that Leo was putting down.
Yeah, I mean, he referred to National Geographic as a comic book.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is J-Dubs. He's a bless your heart Jew, right?
Bless your heart, J-Dubs. Bless your heart.
You know, we have those bless your heart Christians. J-Dubs is the bless your heart Jew. You know, he's the bless your heart, and he's going to get that bless your heart moment here in a minute when he makes a very stupid comment about me. But these are the types of comments that he's been making repeatedly every chance he gets, and it's fine. Like, me and Will can have our back and forth. We actually generally tend to like each other if we can't tolerate each other much. There is none of that with J-Dubs. J-Dubs hates me. I find him to be a despicable, racist piece of shit. I've told him that several times on my stream. That's why he hates me, right? So,
I guess, look at this guy. I just was gonna say real quick before you start.
You made me skip backwards, John.
Yeah, I just want to say, I guess Smokey didn't learn his lesson in his first interaction in a live stream with Dragnot, because he's going at Dragon chat, you know, very poorly.
Well, that's because Smokey thinks that he's smarter than everybody, and trust me, Smokey Saint, Dragnot's been doing this for a long time.
The funny thing is that in that interaction that Drag had with Smokey for just, you know, a very short time on a stream, I mean, Dragnot didn't even put the tip in. I mean, he didn't even put the tip in, Smokey. I mean, if he goes balls deep on you, I fear for you, man.
Well, I would love to see it. I would love to see Dragnot v Smokey Saint. I would like to see how that turned out. That would be great. But I mean, that's it. That's like if Drag would waste his time on Smokey, give him that much time, right?
Yeah. I mean, yep.
If you want someone who understands as well as John does.
Anyway, I did an hour-long video about dinosaurs, and it's anyway. It doesn't matter.
He did an hour-long video about dinosaurs.
As I was trying to speak, because one, I can't yell, and I can't really tell whether I'm talking or not, or being heard. But what I was trying to say, well, you know what, Leo, just come in here. I'll fucking leave.
No, I can fit more people in here.
Oh,
I can fit like 20 people in here or something now.
Well, it's 10, but what I wanted to say is something you said before. You said there's a difference between articulating well. Repeat what you said. Like, there's a difference between articulation. Oh, he is here.
Yeah, I told you. See, I paid. I'm Jewish. I have money.
I mean, Mazel Tov. I think that's
Thank you.
All right, so real quick, he paid for it. He's Jewish. He has money, so he's himself is making an anti-Semitic trope there. But they do that shit all the time. But he paid, and he has the upgraded version, but he's still running that same old ass StreamYard background. He's not utilizing any of the tools that you receive when you actually pay for StreamYard.
Right. Yep.
Oh, only Will can be so dumb.
Word, but whatever.
No, that's good. No, that's right. You're getting correctly.
Well, like what I was trying to say is that you're right. A lot of people, and this is not a slight against you, Leo. A lot of people hear somebody who talks well and think, "Wow, that guy's smart." But if you examine it, it's probably either gibberish or, like, you know, jargon bombing. And most people wouldn't know.
Right.
Again, not a slight against you, Leo. I'm just pointing out a bias.
Right.
Oh no, I get what you're saying very well, because I see that a lot in people, like logical, plausible, probable.
I wonder if I already missed John's comment. Did I miss J-Dub's comment, John? Did you hear?
Where he was referring to your legs?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that yet. No.
I wonder if I edited it out, man. That's gonna suck, because that really had me a bit triggered, and I wanted Smokey to see me triggered.
He could be coming back, and
I don't think he does, though. I really don't. I think we either missed it. So J-Dubs made a comment that I have about as many working brains, or
that his brain. He said that Knox's brain works as well as his legs do.
Yeah, pretty much. So making fun of my vein disease, making fun of the fact that I'm facing losing a leg, and despite having really shitty legs, despite having pain in my legs every single day that most people would not be able to bear, I still go to work and I work on my legs, and I work a very active job. I'm running around all over the fucking place, right? I do that, and I grit my teeth and I get through it because I got a little kid to take care of, and I can't let my legs stop me. But yet he's going to take the fucking time and energy to insult a medical condition that I have through no fault of my own. Well, at least the doctors say through no fault of my own. I personally believe that the decisions that I made as a teenager and a young adult, I took a lot of acid, and I know acid affects your veins. And I've told my doctors that, and they say that I'm wrong, but I still believe it. It's an irrational belief that I had that the acid I took in my young adult years is the reason why I have this rare vein disease. And they tell me I'm wrong, and I'm probably wrong. But I have a very rare vein disease that I should not have at this stage of my life. I just shouldn't have it. The doctors don't understand why I have it. I'm gonna lose my right leg sooner than later. I have nightmares about it almost every single fucking night. And J-Dubs, this piece of shit here, is gonna constantly refer to my vein disease and what's going on in my legs. Now, Smokey wanted to see a triggered knock. This is a triggered knock, as triggered as I can be while I'm sick. Go fuck yourself, J-Dubs. You don't understand what I'm going through. You could not possibly understand what I'm going through, and you can go fuck yourself.
Well, and I love Smokey here because he was it even 5 minutes ago, he was calling me out for what he called body shaming. Now, you made it very clear while Smokey was here that your doctor, who has examined you, who you go and see on a regular basis, has told you that no, you're not obese, but you could lose some weight. That's a doctor saying that. And then now he comes right back with, well, you're talking about your legs and that being obese is no help, Doc. I mean, so it didn't even take him a whole 5 minutes to be a hypocrite.
Well, and I've literally, as we've talked about this through the morning, because this was going on on Tog's chat, and I was in the side chat. I literally told him that I am losing weight. I am following my doctor's orders. I'm working closely with my doctor. I've lost 20 pounds. I've hit a stall. And now I've got to change things up, and I'm doing that. I've gotten a lot healthier. I'm doing the things I'm doing the things now that I didn't do for years. So yes, true. A lot of what is happening now is my own fault because I did not quit smoking. Smoking is an accelerant for what I have. I've never ran away from this shit. I'm a human being, and I'm stupid sometimes. I have addictions. I have cravings. I have what I consider to be needs that aren't healthy for me. Yes, but I'm trying to get better, and I'm actually doing the things now that I should be doing, that I should have been doing all along ago. Yes, it took a heart attack for me to wake the fuck up.
He says
it happens for a lot of people.
And this is what he does every time Smokey's hypocritical. He has some rationalization for it, special pleading. This isn't body shaming. It's a fact. I pulled up Knox BMI of 32, which is classified as obese. I just read what I saw. You pulled up his BMI. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll look in. I'll ask my doctor if Smokey Saint's right again the next time. I'm going to see him. Actually, I have a virtual appointment here in about an hour and a half, so I'll ask Smokey.
According to Smokey, your doctor lied to you the last time.
Yeah. My those scientists, they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. You gotta go to a Christian.
With a bunch of butt.
What was that, John?
No, I said, those doctors, they always lie to you. You have to go to a Christian to really figure it out.
You got to trust Smokey Saint's assessment all the way from California. Yeah. That's what I need to do.
Those words that they read in a paper that they didn't even understand and string together with other words. Then
right, and I don't like I don't like Artangelo. I don't like basically any of those people at all.
It's cool, Athena. I'm not mad about it or nothing. I was just, it's a shit talking stream, Doug.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind D'Angelo. I think that.
No, he was a prick to me personally once. So
I can't speak for your experiences, but he's been respectful to me. But there are a couple people I know who have said that he hasn't been very nice to them.
That'll happen once in a while.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what I did. I think because I meant to actually cut this part out. And I'm not going to let it play. We're going to end it here because somebody's going to come in and say the N-word because Will is the new Brett Kane. So he gets the people like Brett Kane used to come in and troll him. Smokey too. Smokey had porn bombing happen on his channel. Luckily, none of that shit happens to us here. Although I'm going to assume that it probably will start.
So, man, no wonder Smokey's got them little twig arms, man. Look at this shit. 6'4", 180.
Well, yeah. He's a beanpole. He's a beanpole. So, you know, and that's how it started because he made that comment in Togg's channel, and I was like, I've got almost 100 pounds on Smokey Saint, and that triggered him. It probably brought up images of why he needs to go get that baseball bat. You know,
well,
he started talking shit about me being obese.
Well, I would recommend that he get an aluminum baseball bat because if it's made out of wood, he might not be able to pick it up.
Well, yeah, we did see those beanpole arms. But I do love the fact that he came here and he got triggered and what's clearly a shit talking stream, having a little fun with Will Kincaid. Will Kincaid is a much smaller channel, shit talking channel. So I'm actually helping Will by reviewing his shit and talking shit. Like he might actually pick up a couple subs from this. He's picked up quite a few subs from his interactions with me. This is a back and forth relationship that me and Will has had. I occasionally will do a stream on Will and J-Dubs, right? Yeah. So Smokey, you shouldn't get triggered. I will get back to you eventually. You're a lol cow. I mean, it's just like you farm lols. That's what you do. So I'm going to be getting back to you. You don't got to be all mad and butthurt. I'm not talking about you. Although I made a promise to John and to the audience here that I'm going to get back to my edited content. And guess who I'm starting with, John? Just take a guess.
Icky Tane.
No. Matt Powell. Matt Powell. I got it ready. It's on the editing floor right now.
Matt Powell, the original Icky Tane.
Yeah, the original cupcake. The original focus of my ire. Made some really, really stupid comments once again about the Grand Canyon, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to have fun with that in an edited video. But I'm probably going to have a couple weeks off. Now, hopefully I don't get too bad where I have to be hospitalized. Here, let's turn my camera back on. To where I have to be hospitalized. I have ups and downs. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad. And I'm really hoping that the test comes back negative so I can get my ass back to work. I can work with the bad cold. I have throughout my life. I'm not working right now because of the possibility of COVID-19. You guys are wearing masks
anyway, right?
Yeah. So if I don't have COVID, I think technically I might have to still quarantine. I don't know. It'll be up to the doctor. But I've got a lot of stuff to do. I got to try to get back on unemployment, because I was on unemployment for a good 2-3 weeks, and then we went back to full time. I've been pretty much working through the entire pandemic. So hopefully it'll come back negative and I can get back to work. If not, I'm going to have some issues. I got to get it back on unemployment. All of that shit. So lots to do.
Where the fuck is this coming from? I don't understand how Smokey seems to think he knows everything about drag. And
enough for that career student. Like, do you understand what it takes to get a fucking master's degree? Like, what? Like Dragnot is literally doing what you should have done, Smokey Saint, and you're gonna talk shit to him about it and call him like basically implying that Dragnot's on welfare because he goes to school and he gets what school loans? What the fuck, Smokey Saint? What the fuck? Somebody's going to actually learn and get the credentials you don't have when you spout all of your nonsense, and you're going to talk shit about that. Why am I not surprised?
Well, it's just funny to me, and I while I don't know everything about drag, I know drag well enough to know that it's really funny to him.
Oh, he's laughing his ass off.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Oh God, this is what I love about the other side, right? Like you could take, like you could probably take that route with me, right? Like but to go at drag in the kind of way that you're going at him, Smokey, it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna tell you, you're just gonna become another lol cow for Dragnot. We should set it up here. If Dragnot's interested, Smokey, the Dragnot Silvas. I think wherever it would happen, I would make sure I took the day off of work to be there and watch it.
Yeah. Well, and we could do it here in Smokey. I won't even be here for it.
Or Drag could do it on his channel. He's got
Drag
a bigger channel.
go on Drag's channel and talk this mad shit.
Go into his Discord server. Just go into his Discord server.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. That would be awesome. Send me a link so I can get back into your Discord server, Drag, because I want to be there if he does. Oh shit! All right, so we are gonna get out of here. That was fun. I had a lot of fun with that, John. But any last thoughts? Any parting words for the Icky Tane in the chat who doesn't watch my streams anymore, y'all? Remember that?
Nah, I got nothing more to say about Smokey. Just thanks to Dragnot for coming around and taking care of our trash.
I do want to thank Will Kincaid for providing me some funny material today. This is all in good fun. Will understands that, except for the J-Dubs part. Fuck you, J-Dubs. But Will understands the back and forth between me and him is mutual. He does it to me. Occasionally, I do it back to him. This wasn't just a shit-talking stream, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. John, tell us while I pull up my Patreon screen, your guest for Apostate Alliance.
All right, this Sunday at 11 a.m. Or actually, well, it's going to be a recorded Apostate Alliance because we're talking to an Aussie, Harris Sultan, an ex-Muslim. So me and Faye will be speaking with him the night before, and then we will do like live stream at 11 o'clock Sunday morning where we will play what we recorded and maybe have a few things to say about it, me and Knock. So be there for that. And I mentioned last week that we had a scripted video coming out real soon about Skylar and Jesus is Lord's interaction on his channel from a couple weeks back. And that video, I was saying it might be out this week, but it's probably going to be another week or so.
Yeah, we will get that out, and it's going to be hilarious, and you guys are going to enjoy it. So, yeah, check out Apostate Alliance, 11 a.m. Sunday mornings. Tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will have our open room. Bring your topic. I think we did invite Otangelo to come early this time, so maybe Otangelo will start early, and he can try to trap me on a science question. That he might have success on that because I don't know science very well. I'll just talk shit. So
yeah, and
that could be fun.
Anybody that we did get several Christians in the room last week, and I thought that was great. Please put the word out to Christians that that they are welcome, and we really like Christians to come to these live streams and try and convince us why we shouldn't be atheists.
Yeah. I want Christians to do that. Come, bring your topic, attack me and the way I think, or try to convince me. Matt Powell did it. Several people have tried to convince me.
I gotta tell you, man, I said I wasn't going to talk about Smokey anymore. What the fuck does this mean?
Oh my god!
I mean, unfucking believable.
Smokey being Smokey. I mean, being that icky taint.
What a piece of shit.
Don't worry, Smokey. We're going to be talking about you very soon. I'm sure all I got to do is click on your channel and I'll find something I find hilarious. I don't even have to go into a room to talk to you. I could just find something that you said that I find to be hilarious. We'll be talking soon.
We could put together a video of just all the trash, idiotic things that Smokey has said in live chats.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, I could do so much on Smokey that I haven't done. He was complaining about when I was talking about him all the time, and now that I'm not talking about him all the time, he's in here trying to instigate me to talk about him more. I don't watch Knock anymore. Oh, Knock's not talking about me. Let me go and troll the side chat. I love it. I wish I was doing OBS so I could have that sexy screen for you, so I could help you with your day-to-day, Smokey, because I know you love me so much. And I don't blame you. I'm fucking awesome. All right. I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you, everybody in the chat. It was fun. I'm going to actually go back and read this side chat because I can't wait to see all that went on between everybody and Smokey. But until next time, we'll see you soon and be the conversation.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.